doesn't mean you're alive. Don't worry about me and who I fire. I get what I desire, it's my empire. And yes, I call a shot.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title, today we are going to be doing a story time. Hey, yes, bitch, we're doing a story time. So go get your popcorn, your Skittles, your M&Ms, your water, your tea, because I'm going to spill some tea. Okay? Yeah, let's jump straight into it. Like, if you're new here, make sure that you hit that thumbs up, the subscribe button, and leave me a purple heart below and let me know that you're new to the channel. If you're not, welcome back, bitch. Okay? But yeah, we're just going straight into this video. Okay, so yeah, bitch. Okay, so bitch, first of all, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm filming this video. I'm trying to push content out for y'all, okay? So, but anyway, like I said, the video is about to be about a story time, y'all. A story time, okay? So basically, the story time is about my kid's godmother, my kid's godmother, and my godson, my godson's mother. Okay, whether she still even identifies me as his godmother or not, it is what it is. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it. Okay, so first of all, me and this girl been friends for over 10 years. Okay, me and her have been friends for a long time. I had the first child, which was Corey, my oldest son. He was the first child for both of us. Me and her met in Columbia. We went to the same high school. We did not go to high school together, but we did go to the same high school because I'm older than her, so she wasn't in high school at that time. However, we met each other, you know, we fucked with each other and was rocking since then. Okay, we've been through a lot of shit with each other through the years. We've been through a lot of shit with each other. Do I miss her? Yeah, from time to time I do, but it is what it is. So let's rewind. 2019, I had got into some shit with my daughter's father, which I do not care to speak about. So I got into some shit with him, and then shit just went downhill, and it went down fast. Okay, so shit went downhill, and you know, with all that shit going on, I was calling her. You know, that was my best bitch. So I was calling her like, hey, look, this and this, blah blah blah, and you know, just getting some little, you know, advice or whatever, you know, just venting type shit, you know. So that happened, and then around August 2019, I ended up leaving my house because I was going to lose it anyway. So I ended up leaving, and I started staying with one of my other best bitches that lives out there in that area. I was living in Hagerstown. That's probably about an hour and a half, like an hour and 45 minutes from DC, which is where I'm from. So I ended up leaving from right there and turn around. I just was going through it, okay? I was going through it. I had just had my baby because shit really started to kick off probably about the end of January, the beginning of February, and at that time I was still pregnant. I hadn't had my daughter until June. Okay, so I was going through a bunch of shit. I was stressed out, I was scared, I had a lot of shit going on. So, you know, through that I started applying for jobs like I gotta go home. So this is just a little bit of background information. So I started applying for jobs, and I was like, I gotta go home. Home basically is DC. So, and don't be talking about my motherfucking bonnet, okay? Because I got my hair done yesterday, and it's just been like this. I want to take it out so it could be crinkly. So right now it's just chilling, okay? So anyway, yeah, so shit started to go left, and I applied for a bunch of jobs out here and ended up getting 3 job offers. So I took them all. I took them all, and at that time, you know, I'm talking to her like, hey, bitch, I need somewhere to stay. I'm gonna need somewhere to stay for about 2.5 weeks, maybe 3. And she like, okay, I think I could do about 2 weeks. I'm like, all right. So before I came, I asked her like, oh, so what do you want me to pay for? She like, oh, just pay for, you know, the Wi-Fi. Excuse me. So I'm like, okay, no problem. So, you know, I'm there and sleeping on the floor, and just little shit was happening, and it was really starting to annoy me. Like, first of all, let me just say, before I really get deep into this video, that I'm not bashing her. I'm not really talking shit about her. I'm just telling y'all my side of the story. I'm telling y'all how I feel, how I felt, and how I feel currently about the situation and things that happened in the past. I don't know how she feels about what happened, and I truly don't give a fuck, because if she really cared enough, she'd have said something to me. But it is what it is. No, I don't care if she finds this video or if she sees this video. I'm pretty sure somebody out there that watches my video knows her and will show her the video. I don't care. So with that being said, just know that I'm not talking shit about her. I'm not talking shit about any of the people that I'm going to mention in this video. I'm just telling y'all about my experience and what happened, how I felt about the situation, and how I feel currently. So let's continue. Okay, so yeah, fast forward to the little shit that started to annoy me when I was there. Basically, one day I was in there asleep and she was getting ready for work or whatever, and then I heard her mention something or say something like, oh, I can't keep doing this, I can't keep replacing water, or some shit she was saying. I was like, bitch, water? All right, bet. So now, mind you, my godson only drinks water, and I'm pretty sure that was what the issue was, is that he drinks water. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't drink anything else. So I was like, all right, you know, it is what it is. But I went and bought her, I replaced it, and I didn't just buy her, like, I could have been petty and went to 7-Eleven and bought 2 little things of water to replace the 1 thing of water that whichever one of my kids drank the water. I could have just went and replaced it like that, but instead I bought her a whole case, a whole 40 case. Like, bitch, it's nothing. Like, so anyway, I did that, and I was just like, water. And then again, I'm like, you know, it is what it is. You're entitled to feel how you feel because this is your shit. You get what I'm saying? So that was that. So then turn around, it just kept being a lot of little shit. So I ended up getting the good job, the big job, the government job. And I was like, oh yeah, like, I'm definitely about to move now. So she had told me about these places, like where I live at now. She told me all these places, and I applied. And then for a couple days, while I was waiting for, you know, to hear back from them, I had stayed at a hotel with the kids and my daughter's father or whatever. So when I heard back from them, immediately I was like, oh, I gotta get my keys today. So I paid the security deposit. My baby father gave me the money for the security deposit, and I paid that, and then I got my keys the same day. Girl, I was the fuck out of there. And it wasn't, you know, nothing against her, just, you know, just wanting to be in my own shit. Bitch, I ain't have nothing, you hear me? I had blankets and the TV and my kids, bitch, and we was in here on the carpet, bitch. So yeah, so that happened. And then, like, little petty shit, like, she called me a time or two, like, oh, when you gonna come get the rest of your stuff? Bitch, the rest of my stuff was a motherfucking book bag. A fucking book bag, and then, like, a tote probably like this big, sitting in the bottom of her closet. And one, just, you know, just little petty shit like that, like. So I went ahead and I got that shit. My God said, like, why the fuck is she pressing? Girl, go get your shit. So I go get my shit, and then, like I said, I'm starting my job. And then me and my other good bitch, Brittany, she was starting the job too the same day. And we was talking, and, you know, we had been texting and shit back and forth, like, oh, bitch, what you doing? Nothing, bitch, packing lunch, what you doing? You know, like, you know, just hyping each other up, you know. So we was doing that or whatever. And she had already had her job. So me and Brittany was just starting new jobs, and we was pressed. So we start our jobs or whatever, and then with the job that I work in corrections. So with that, like, it's super tiring. It's a whole lot, you know, and you really have to pay attention to the shit that you're doing, or somebody could get hurt. So during that time, like, when I got finished, I just was like, I was tired, and then to have to go home and maintain a home and 4 children, like, that's a lot on top of doing a training academy, okay? So yeah, I was motherfucking tired, and I didn't fucking feel like it. So when you're texting and calling my phone, no, I'm not answering because I'm fucking tired. And it wasn't even, you know, at that time it was no problem, like, you know, that they was calling and texting. It's just, you know, I just didn't, at that time, didn't want to talk because I was tired, right? So then for whatever reason, I just started to notice, you know, a change in her behavior and the way how she was moving. She was moving goofy. So my mother had been asking me, my father, you know, because this bitch was like family or whatever. So my family had been asking about her or whatever. My family had been asking her about her or whatever, and they was like, oh, you know, where she been at? I'm like, bitch, I don't fucking know. So my mother like, oh no, I don't like this for y'all because y'all been friends for a long time. Y'all each other kids, godparents, blah 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 blah. We can go down there, we'll talk to her. I'm like, okay. So we go down there or whatever. Now pause. Let's go back a little bit. So when I had noticed that I wasn't really seeing her post no more, or I wasn't hearing from her anymore. Although I had been ignoring everybody, wanted to just her, I was ignoring everybody, but you know, she wasn't texting or calling or nothing like that no more, and she had ended up deleting me. Something clicked in my brain like, bitch, go look, and I looked, and the bitch deleted me like a fucking child. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I told mom, like, yeah, she did all this little goofy ass shit. I'm just not into that, blah, blah, blah. I got too much going on, this, and the third. So my mother like, no, we're going to go down there. We're going to go talk to her because y'all been friends for too long, this, and the third. So we go down there, and my mother like, you know, text her like, oh, I'm outside, blah, blah, blah. I can't come outside and talk to me. So my mother asked her, like, what's going on? She like, oh, I don't know, ask your daughter. Bitch, what? So anyway, my mother, you know, talked to her and, you know, telling her this and the third and blah, blah, blah. So she was like, you know, well, I just felt like the end result of it all was just like, you know, she said she felt left out, which I could understand. And then, you know, she just was like, her and Brittany was starting these new jobs and starting this journey, and I just felt like I was left out, I was left behind, you know. So she, you know, we ended the conversation. She was like, give me a hug, and when she hugged me, she was like, don't mail me, you know, I was just, you know, in my feelings, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, you know, whatever, and I left that there. Although I don't trust you like that no more, I still left it right there. So, turn around, pause. Let's rewind a little bit. So when I seen that she had blocked me, Brittany had, yes, I'm calling names. I don't give a fuck, cause what? Oh, so, Brittany had texted me, I think, and she was like, bitch, did you see what she had wrote on, what she put on social media? I was like, no. I said, because the bitch deleted me. And that's probably why, so you can get on social media and talk shit like a fucking child instead of being a real bitch and bossing up like, oh, yeah, bitch, I feel it's like, wait, it's then the third. You know? So, she did that or whatever, and Brittany told me what it said. And she was like, oh, yeah, and my mother been told me to stop. Your mother? Girl, I don't give a fuck about what you or your mother talking about. Like, what? She like, my mother been told me to stop fucking with you, and it's then the third. Oh, okay. Alright, so that means your mother had been sitting around talking about me. Y'all goofy. So with that being said, I just was like, okay, like, it is what it is. Whatever. So, you know, I left that shit right there. And that too kind of had me like, I don't really know about y'all because y'all had already been sitting around talking about me, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, if a motherfucker is sitting around talking about you, you know what they say. So, yeah, so that was that. And then after that whole situation, like I said, I had left it alone, you know, I had started to talk to her again or whatever the case may have been. Now, this is when the shit starts to get to be a bit much for me, okay? So, like I said, my kids are her god kids, okay? And their birthdays started to roll around. So I'm like, you know, inviting everybody, sending everybody text messages like, oh, this is what we doing, this is what we doing. This bitch never showed up. For any of them. Never showed up. So, that really made me feel a type way, and I ain't fuck with that because at the end of the day, like, you can feel how you feel about me, but these are children. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't never put a child in the middle of what's going on between you and another fucking adult. Okay? So, and it really hurt me because, bitch, my kids was looking for you. I wasn't looking for, I don't give a fuck about what you're doing. And then one of the reasons that it was a bunch of bullshit about why she couldn't come. One says it was, oh, I'm broke, I don't have no money, and I'm too poor, and this, then the third, and then it was, oh, I got brother Malcolm with me. That's her big father. I was calling him Malcolm X or whatever. Whatever. Long story. Not even long story. Just don't give a fuck. Don't care to even share. But anyway, she was like, yeah, because I got brother Malcolm with me, like, if you don't mind him coming and something. And I just was like, all right, well, don't worry about it, because I don't fuck with Slim, and you know I don't fuck with him, so you already knew he couldn't come. And then on top of that, on my daughter's birthday in June, you knew back then that I didn't fuck with Slim, and you still let this nigga come to my house. Not only did he come to my house, he came in my house, okay? But she's so fucking petty to the point that when my daughter's father came out here to see me when I was staying at her house, she like, oh, tell him to park on the side of the building. Cause her baby father was ready to come out there. Bitch, what? It ain't like we in your house or nothing like that. And I didn't even fix my mouth to ask if he can come in or none of that. Like, just because I already knew she was funny. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna just go outside or whatever. But then she like, oh, park on the side of the building. And my baby father was like, why? Like, when I told him, he was like, for what? And at that time, of course, I'm not trying to ruffle no feathers or none of that, because, bitch, this is where I'm staying for a time being. Like, this is where I have to be at. So I don't want to make her upset, and I don't want to, you know, have him talking shit and be starting shit with her. Like, no, we not doing that. Because at the end of the day, that's my child's father, and that's my kid's godmother. Like, we not doing that. Because on both sides, that's family, and I'm just not into that. So yeah, so bitch, so after I had invited her to the birthday situations, it was, oh, he with me, and I felt this way, because I'm like, bitch, so what? He could sit at home for an hour, 2 max, while you go show for your godson. And you ain't even gotta stay. Like, you could have just pulled up and showed face, and you didn't even do that. So, like, I felt the type way about that. And then turned around, I invited her for everybody's birthday, and she never showed up. And she was like, for my oldest son, she like, oh, yeah, tell him I'm gonna come down there and see him on Saturday. Bitch, Saturday, at this point, has came and gone 67,000 times. And the bitch still ain't came down here. Not to see him, at least. She came down here a couple times. Me and her mother live on the same street, and that was one of the things that kind of blew me too. Was that, bitch, me and your mother live on the same street, and that one time, did you come like, oh, what y'all doing? Oh, I'm just picking her head in the door, like, oh, I'm just coming to see what y'all doing. Y'all good? What y'all doing today? Oh, nothing. Okay, I see y'all. Like, just nothing. Her son has been over here a couple times. Of course, I don't mind that, but yeah, I just ain't fuck with that. Like, I didn't fuck with how you was moving, and that's just that. So then turn around, she never showed up to nothing. So bitch had the audacity to send me a motherfucking text message with some little evite for her son. Huh? But me being the bitch that I am, and the person that my mother raised me to be, you supposed to be the bigger person. You be better than that shit. You show a motherfucker how you supposed to be a friend to another motherfucker. Okay? So I bought, because at first I was like, oh, I'm not going. I'm not, man, what? Bitch, I wish I would. I'm not going. For what? Bitch, you didn't show up for it. But then that was me being petty and being a child in the same way that she was. He is a child. He has nothing to do with what's going on between me and his mother. He wasn't the reason that she didn't show up for my kids. Let me go get this little boy a gift and take that shit down there. So that's what I did. I went and got him a gift. I got him a little card. I took him some shit down to her house. So we sat down there for about 30 minutes. They ate cake, ice cream, and then we left. I feel like during the time that I started making my house a home, and I had ended up having to get a new car because, like I said, I don't know if I said that, but my car was janky from the jump. The car that I had, and I had to drive it up and down the highway on 270, just back and forth. We didn't even have no heat in that car. Like, it was so much. Like, I was down bad. Like, I'm telling y'all, I was fucked up. So, I had my car just, like, on the highway one day. The motherfucker just stopped running. Like, it just stopped. So I had to call my dad on the side of the road for him to come pick us up and shit like that. And then the next day I was at the dealership getting a brand new car. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, and it wasn't that somebody just gave me that car. I had to work for it. So I feel a type way about motherfuckers who feel a type of way about your success. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to say that that's 110% what it was, but I do feel like that played a part in it. And I don't understand because, bitch, you got the same 24 hours I do. And when I chose to sit and direct my attention to one thing, which is filling out job applications and putting my my time into these job applications and praying to God for these jobs to come through, God knew what the fuck he was doing, because he knew I was fighting like hell to keep my head above water with these kids. You understand? So at the end of the day, like, when my family started to talk to me like, oh yeah, like on the outside looking in, I see what this is. She's jealous of you. And I'm like, the fuck is y'all talking about jealous? Like, what is there to be jealous of? Like, I ain't got shit. And I, at this point, regret saying that, because you sitting here talking about you ain't got shit, but you got a lot. You got a lot more than what you had when you came out here, because you didn't have anything. You were sleeping on the floor at somebody else's house. Now you have your own everything. Job, car, house, money, everything. Everything in your name. What you mean you ain't got nothing? So I had to like kind of sit back and think, because that was my mindset. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't have nothing, but I don't have nothing that she can't have. You know what I'm saying? So that was just my mindset. Like, I'm not jealous of my friends. I'm not envious of my friends. So I didn't think that I was gonna ever have that happen to me. And maybe she didn't want what I had, but she just didn't want me to have it. And then again, like, listening to my family, like, but why would she be jealous of me? Like, all this shit that I got, she can have. She can have the same shit. They're like, because you doing the shit out of what you doing with 4 kids. You getting that shit out the mud with 4 kids, and motherfuckers can barely do that shit with 1. And you doing it with 4. So I was like, yeah, I mean, but that's you know, that's what you're supposed to do. You out here having kids, you gotta make sure that you're taking care of you and yours, right? So then my god sister, she just was not having it, because my god sister is like super protective of me just because of the shit that I've been through. And she like, that bitch is not your friend. That bitch not your friend. Like, she just kept saying that. She was like, I don't know why you keep inviting this bitch. I don't know why you keep this, that, and the third. That bitch is not your friend. She just kept saying that shit. Like, literally beating that shit into my head, like, that bitch not your friend. So then when, you know, this shit started to happen with the kids for their birthdays, I'm like, yeah, like, I feel a same way about that shit. And she, like I said, she invited me to the little situation for my godson for his birthday. And then they had, like, some other little situation going on that weekend, which I didn't go to. I felt like I did enough, which was buying them a gift and showing face for cake ice cream at her house. So that's what I did. And I think that was the last time that I actually physically was in the same room with her or even spoke to her. Because then I decided to be funny, you know, the same way how she decided to be funny. I went on social media one day because I just kept seeing how, like, because I was doing shit like inviting her, like, you know, me and the family, we was getting together all the time to go out to eat or just, you know, just getting together. So I would invite her like, oh, bitch, we about to go sit right here and eat, da-da-da, you want to go? Just to see what she would say. And she was like, oh no, I'm too poor. Oh no, this. Oh no, I gotta walk my cat. Oh no, I gotta ride my bike around the moon. It was always something, right? So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I just stopped talking to her, stopped inviting her. So then I would see that I live 7 minutes from you, but you riding all the way uptown to be with another bitch, and you can't come chill over here. I live literally, you could walk. I mean, it might take you a little minute, but I live walking distance from you. This bitch live up northwest. I don't even understand. And then it's like, it just was blowing me, like, how they say, you gotta sit with like-minded people. You gotta be with people who either doing as good as you or doing better. Because then it makes you want to do better. So I'm like, yeah, because sitting around with a bitch who ain't got no motherfucking furniture and who house dirty is not what I want to be doing. I'm sorry, but it's not. And it was like, she wanted to keep, and so now that I see it, and I'm looking at social media, and I'm looking at the circle of people that she around, these motherfuckers is, like, what are they doing? You get what I'm saying? Like, they not on my level. Like, they not on the, I'm not saying that I'm top tier, but, bitch, I ain't far from it. So I was like, yeah, I'm good on that. Like, I'm gonna just leave that shit where it's at. So I can't remember exactly what happened to make me go on social media. So basically on social media, if I still got the clips, I'll insert the video. Because everybody kind of was just going off like, oh, bitch, post another video. Listen, don't let no bitch halfway be your friend. You see bitches move a certain way for other friends, but be real weird when they come to you and how they move for you and for you. Dismiss that bitch. You gotta learn the difference between a close friend and a close hater. Motherfuckers don't necessarily want what you got, but they don't want you to have it neither. I don't hold no hatred or resentment in my body for no bitch, no nigga, nobody. You just show that you can't handle direct access to me So adjustments were made. So beat it, big wig. Bitch, the door. No, like I said what I said, and that was the end of it. Like I just went on her or whatever. And she posted something like, now the text messages I still have, but that's not really nothing. She posted something on social media, and I screenshot it. She was too slow. If I still have that, I'll insert that. But she posted something on social media and like, you know where I stay at, you know where my mother live at, and something, and something, you can go to hell in a handbasket. Okay, no problem. But yeah, like, I was on some petty shit, and I did post that shit because I felt like you deserved that shit based off the way how you was moving. So yes, I do feel like, you know, yeah, I was being petty, yeah, I was being childish. That's what it was meant to be. So that's what I did. So she posted all this big wild shit, like she wanted to fight type shit, like, you know I stay at, you know my mother stay at, blah blah blah. So Brittany was like, do you know, did you see, and did she see your video? I was like, I don't know, and I don't give a fuck. So she was like, yeah, she saw it, because I guess she's, you know, Brittany saying what she had posted or whatever. And I was like, girl, I don't give a fuck. So she deleted what she put on social media, and then she sent me a text message like, you home? She like, can you come outside and talk, or something about, can you step outside? I'm like, yep. When I tell you I went outside, and the AC unit is right here on the side of my front door. I went outside and sat on that motherfucker waiting for her to come. And I was talking to one of my friends at the time, and he was like, bitch, she is not coming down there. She is not coming down there. The fact that you're even sitting outside waiting for her, you're bothered, and I ain't never seen you like that. You need to go the fuck back in the house. Like, she not coming down there. I sat outside for like 2 hours, and then after that, I sat downstairs on my couch, because my couch is here, and it's a window like right behind it, like that. So I was in the window looking. She never showed up. So that's just what it was, and we ain't spoke since then. But yeah, I just ask that motherfuckers stand on whatever funny shit they did to me, because I'm gonna stand on how I treat you afterwards. And that's just what it is. Like I said, do I miss her? Sometimes, yeah. Am I going to press the situation and talk to her, or go out my way to talk to her? No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, and why keep putting yourself in a situation for a motherfucker to do you how they did you before? Like, you already know what a motherfucker is like. You know what I'm saying? Like, why even have those kind of people in your circle? You're trying to better yourself, not trying to stay stagnant in the same place. Like, if we don't have conversation that's gonna make me better, or that's gonna help me make some money, what the fuck are we talking about? Okay? So yeah, like, I'm on to bigger and better things. Like, I wish her all the best, you know, with her family, her son, all that shit. Like, I'm not no hater. Like, I hope that whatever she want out of this life, I hope she get it. Yeah, you know, like, I'm not harboring no bad blood or no hatred or nothing like that towards her or nobody. You know, it is what it is. So that's my story time, and I hope you all enjoyed it. I definitely have a lot of stories to tell, and then with me Gray leave soon, I think I may be able to push out at least 1 or 2 more story times. So let me see. What's today? Thursday. So I'm gonna try to get this edited and posted to. Well, it's Friday now. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm gonna try to get this posted tonight, or get it edited and then have it posted tomorrow on Friday. So if it is posted tomorrow, then I'll post story times every Friday. Yeah, or I don't know. I think I'm gonna post story times every Friday. But yeah, if you all got a shady ass bitch as a friend, dismiss that hoe. Period. And leave me purple hearts in the comment section, and let me know, like, if you had a shady bitch as a friend. Let me know if you did or did not dismiss that bitch, and if you did, how she felt about it. What happened? Because I want to know. But until next time, be safe, stay safe in this nasty ass pandemic, and you all make sure you come back and see me.
2,000 years later.
And then real quick, because I just realized that I left out a part and I'm sitting right here editing. So, no, I'm not into bullying or nothing like that. Like, no, this, again, I repeat again, this is not nothing about me bashing this girl. I'm not trying to bully her or none of that shit. I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to pick on her or none of that shit. And then, like I said, you know, children are children and they don't deserve to have to go through the bullshit that you and, you know, the other adults are going through. So I chose to leave the petty shit out when it came to the child. And as far as I'm concerned, like, I'm always going to look out for Slim. Like, this past Christmas 2021, I had 3 little gifts for him. I wrapped him up some gifts and I put it in a little Christmas bag, and I had my son go sit it on his mother's porch. I told y'all in the video that her mother lives on the same street as me. Me and her live on the same street or whatever. So I had my son go put the gift on her mother, his grandmother, my godson's grandmother's porch. And whether they got it or not, I don't know. But I know, just me being who I am, I still did right by my quote-unquote godson. And I say that because I don't know, you know, what she's telling him, or if she has told him, like, oh, you know, that's not your godmother. I don't know. But, you know, I did what I was supposed to. And then, and if she did get the gift, the bitch ain't even send a message like, oh, you know, he got it, or just even let him call me or nothing and say thank you, or yeah, I got the gift or nothing. But that's what I'm saying. You know, I just don't have time for the childish ass bullshit. Like, I'm still gonna always do right by him.